Hello my friends, welcome to the Metal Shop. This video has been a long time coming. I've actually had this guitar in my possession for quite a while now. It's not mine, it belongs to a good friend of mine, Mike Hickey. You guys may know Mike as lead guitarist for the band Venom. Been in several metal bands, death metal bands, black metal bands, but he may be most well known as Joe Bonamassa's longtime guitar tech, and he owns this guitar. So let's have a quick look at this thing here. See a sticker there that says Keith, and a sticker here from Folsom Street Guitars in San Francisco. Kind of a neat old sticker there. Charvel number 2556, and then this kind of hang tag here, Charvel number 2556, the Black Demon. So we all know what's in the case here. One latch, two latches, and a broken latch. Old G&G hard shell case, standard issue for San Dimas era Charvel. All right. Oh, will it stay open for this video? Well, that's kind of stinks. Unintended that this would not stay open. Anyway, so what we have in here is a lot of people think that this is Bryan Adams' guitar, and it's not Bryan Adams' guitar. This guitar was owned by Keith Scott, Bryan Adams' guitarist, and pretty much right-hand man, co-songwriter, part of the band since the very beginning. And Keith has been the only mainstay alongside Bryan Adams for the duration. So there, have a look at it real quick. Let's see what's inside here. We've got a, yeah, see, I knew that was going to happen. Def Leppard and Bryan Adams pass, you know, kind of something that you'd stick on your shirt, whatever. Don't know who BOS is. Here we have the original middle pickup. It's got the white cover on it. It's a Jackson J100. I believe that's a Jackson J100 here in the neck. All right, stand by. We're going to do something to this case. All right, so after being so rudely interrupted, we're back. Original Jackson J100 pickup. From the center spot there, there's just a black cover mounted there in the slot. That's a Jackson J100 there. The old Seymour Duncan baseball card case. Got some pictures in here, some paperwork. Picture of Bryan with the guitar. This is an actual photograph. Looks like it's got a watermark on it. But this is the guitar in the configuration as it sits today. Hum single single with the zebra and the bridge. Picture of Keith Scott with the guitar. That's David Bowie on the right there. Pretty cool. Again, this is a real photograph. Ticket, Def Leppard Bryan Adams ticket, and I believe this is just some shipping and some customs information from when the guitar was sold to Mike, and I'll leave that. Nothing really spectacular there. Old addresses, so it doesn't really matter. Pretty cool. So, that won't stay open either. Very frustrating. Here we have, I'll spin this around so we're looking at this properly. You got the large artist logo there. Reserved for artists. If they got the guitar at a special rate or given to them for free, they were well known. Charvel would put the larger logo on the guitar. We have string tree, because originally this guitar was a vintage trem. Okay. Now she sits as a hum single single. So this guitar was ordered by Keith Scott as the Black Demon. It was ordered all black. Black body, black painted neck. We see there black tuning pegs. Those are the Godos, the right angle Godo tuning pegs from the day. I don't, that's just a bad, nasty ding right there. Doesn't look like he ever had anything mounted there. There's the original Charvel neck plate, 2556. Still has kind of a nice gold finish to it. Got our brushed aluminum plate. We'll take the plate off and have a look in there. And I believe, now this has the later Godo style football jack plate. Earlier guitars than this had the brushed aluminum plate just like this for the input jack. And this was the 3 mini toggles for turning on and off each pickup, which isn't super convenient, but you can get every single pickup configuration. So, as I stated, originally this was ordered all black, everything black. It was a vintage trem, and to get a black vintage trem, they used a DiMarzio. Alan Halsworth used the DiMarzio trems because it had Gibson spacing, but Charvel would use them if a chrome vintage trem was required or a black vintage trem was required, because theirs, all of their brass ones, obviously had a gold appearance. So if you specified chrome or black, you got the DiMarzio trem, and this was specified all black. Again, black body, black painted neck, black matching headstock, black DiMarzio trem, and originally this was a 2-hum guitar with a pickguard, and there are plenty of pictures, and I'll insert some pictures of the guitar in its original configuration. What happened was they converted the original guitar from the vintage DiMarzio trem. They had it converted for a Floyd Rose. And this is, as we can see here, it didn't come like that from the factory. You can see the nut hanging off because there's no shelf built in for that. Whoever did it did a very nice job. And I'm imagining that somewhere on the road they were able to pick up a Floyd Rose. Floyd Roses were hard to get in those days. They came on Kramer's, but to buy them retail was very difficult. But being Keith Scott and Bryan Adams on the road, I'm sure they found someplace that had Floyd Roses in stock, and they purchased a black one and had it installed. Did an excellent job. But what happened was, I believe the original body, the original 2-hum body with the pickguard, was made of basswood, and the posts leaned. Now in a pickguard guitar, and you can even see it here, the distance between where your posts are mounted and the pickup routing, there's not a lot of meat in there. There's not a lot of area. And if you're not planning on having a Floyd Rose, then there's even less material there. So what would happen frequently is they'll split and the posts will lean. And that's precisely what happened to this. So what they did was Keith sent the entire guitar back to Jackson and they rebodied it. Rather than fixing it, they just put another body. They took that other body, threw it aside, put a new body on, a hum single single. Perhaps he specified a hum single single instead of 2 hums. I'm guessing that's probably not what happened. I'm thinking it was probably more like a quick, let's get this done type of a thing, where they ship it back to him. They had a body ready and waiting. They had a hum single single. They put the thing together for him, and these are very nice Jackson posts. They're oversized. The inserts are very long, and the actual knurled part that goes in the body is very big. I have always liked the Jackson posts, and I believe this is a regular. It's probably an alder body. It's tough to see. You can see there in the little holes there. But 1 11/16 or an R3, I believe, at the nut. You can see the white plastic dots, which were standard on Charvels of that area. You can see our very close 12th fret dot spacing, almost cross-eyed when compared to a Fender. This is a Duncan Custom. I haven't pulled it out. Mike told me that's a Duncan Custom in there. Now Mike has taken this guitar out on tour with Venom and put heavy strings on it and tuned it down to C sharp. Funny because he treated it the same way that Keith Scott treated it, as a tool. It's just a means to an end. It's a tool for, a tool of the trade, and nothing to be revered and glorified as this vintage awesome great guitar. It is to some of us, but to these guys, to these most professional players, it's just a tool. And to Mike it was a tool, to Keith Scott it was a tool, and he even this is funny here, he cut this with, I believe, like a hacksaw blade or something. One night they were just bored and just made 3 cuts in there. I think they intended to do a lot more and do a lot worse, and they finally were like, this is stupid, why are we doing this? And they stopped here. Chub Tone Guitars recently made a replica of this guitar as it sits right here, with a dummy pickup, the hum, the single, only the one switch, and there are no other switches. I don't know where the other switches are. I don't know if Mike has them or not. Jackson did use this kind of chrome ball bat style switch. I preferred the Kramer, the flat paddle ones, the black flat paddle ones, but is what it is. I've restrung this guitar with 9s. Ernie Ball, Mike gave me the strings, and this is going back to him. I believe he is going to be put up for sale at the Music Zoo, so I really wanted a chance to have an overview of this thing and give you guys a real close-up look. The Floyd is beautiful, and you guys who know, this is a really nice 80s Floyd, and you can tell the difference. You can just tell. They feel a little different. They're a little more squared off, just a little more nicely finished when compared to a modern one. Like I said, so Mike kind of made it famous himself in this configuration, the hum single. This is the guitar that Bryan Adams played in the video for It's Only Love with Tina Turner. And I believe, and in that video, it was in its Mark II configuration. The DiMarzio trem was gone. We had the Floyd, but we still had the pick guard and 2 humbuckers when Bryan played it in the video. So it was before it got sent back to Jackson and essentially, lifted the neck up off it and put a new body, new pickups, new everything underneath it. And it's remained in that configuration since then, probably done around 1986 or so. So stand by. And here we have, next to the real Black Demon, is my replica that I built of the Mark II version. 2 humbuckers with the pick guard, with a Floyd. Have a black painted neck. This is a Fender neck. Got it logoed here. Nice kind of relic job. You can see this guitar is still in process. We don't have the string tree even mounted yet. It's not strung up, but it is all ready to go. 5-way switch. Nice Floyd on here. Nice wood screw style post. This is a real Charvel model series body. And I'm going to sell this. This is going to Reverb, and it will be very reasonably priced. Got a Charvel made in Mexico plate on mine. Pretty nice. Fender serial number on there. This body is very, very well used, very well reliced and touched up. But this is how it looked, Mark II, with the pickguard and the two humbuckers with the Floyd, not the DiMarzio trim. We take one more look here at the Black Demon. Got the original 17mm Jackson strap buttons. Very nice Floyd. Jackson pickup. Dummy. Got my own pick in there. Love, love, love the artist logo there. And Charvel did this quite a bit, where they painted where they give you a painted neck. The original Van Halen 2 guitar, the Black and Yellow Striped, most people don't know that it had a painted neck because it had a maple fingerboard, and the paint stopped short so you could still see the maple fingerboard. So all the pictures from the front being maple, no one really knew that it was painted, except for those guys who, those Van Halen nuts who've done the research. And you can see here, no paint in the Floyd Rose locking clamp where they mounted it through the neck. And whoever drilled that, those are very precise, very nice recessed holes there for the through the neck clamp, which is not, we've learned it was really not necessary to do that. But this guitar, like I said, I believe it's going up for sale. Be gentle, put this down here gently. Got a little bit of tape goo stuck on there from Keith. I don't know if you'd want to remove that yourself. Mike didn't really care. I think it's cool when I see a Floyd Rose locking clamp with the Charvel string tree. It's a clear indicator whether the string tree is still on or there's a hole there, that it was originally a vintage trim guitar. But this thing is cool. Like I said, used by Bryan Adams, used by Keith Scott in a bunch of videos. And there's a video, I'll link in the description, that I did of this video with Mike playing it. And there's pictures of the videos that it was in since summer of '69. I think maybe Run to You, whatever, some sappy ballad from Bryan Adams' Reckless song. I can't think of Bryan Adams' Reckless record. Can't think of what it's called. But yeah, let's put this up on the bench real quick and just have a real quick look inside the electronics cavity. All right, so there we have it. Remove the plate. Held in place by 3 number 2 all parts style wood screws here. Brushed aluminum. This is a true indication of a custom shop Jackson or real San Dimas Charvel. You're going to have this nice brushed aluminum plate with the tiny little screws. Very nice. Finished black in there. One, it's tough to see, appears to be a CTS volume pot. One switch. Don't know where the other switches are. Got the brass shielding plate, which is standard for Charvel from the era. Mike's got the trim cranked all the way in. Those are black screws there. Lots of solder right there. But he had it, like I said, he had this tuned to C sharp. So all stock in there, grounded to that plate. Put this back on. I don't know if you guys do this. when I take the plate off, something like this, I leave the screws in the order that they came off. Stupid. Not stupid, but kind of obsessive OCD. You don't really need to do that. You guys can watch me do this. Very exciting. One-handed. Hope we don't slip and put a little ding in the guitar. But you know what? Honestly, if I did, I don't think Mike would care. Within reason. Again, it's just a tool. He took this thing out on tour with Venom. You know, most guys, this would be a really nice collector piece. And they, feature it in their collection as Bryan Adams guitar, Keith Scott's guitar. Featured in the video, it was Heaven, was the ballad from Bryan Adams' Reckless album that it was featured on. So it's in Heaven. I believe it's in Run to You. It's definitely in Summer of '69. Definitely in the video for It's Only Love with Bryan and Tina Turner. Bryan's playing the guitar, prominently featured in that video. When it still had the pick guard and 2 humbuckers. But anyway, my friends, there she is. The Black Demon in all of her glory. I was going to take and do a performance with the guitar of It's Only Love, but I got 1,000 excuses. Too busy with work and family, and I did get the flu when I was down for a couple weeks, and the guitar has to go back to Mike, but that's on me for not taking the time to learn the song and do a demonstration of it. Maybe real quick I'll hit a couple of chords with it. But as always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Truly do appreciate your support. Move this thing so that we're not in the glare. Really hope you've appreciated this overview of the Black Demon before it gets sold and is gone into oblivion of some collector. Love the artist logo. Ebony board, black painted neck, black body, Duncan Custom, original Floyd from 1984. This guitar was purchased in 1983. Custom made for Keith Scott by Charvel to his specifications. All black. Black painted neck, black body, all black parts. Black DiMarzio trem originally. So yeah, truly appreciate your support, my friends. Thanks so much for watching. Please give me that thumbs up. Really helps the algorithm recommend my videos. Try and provide content that you guys will enjoy. And yeah, really wanted to provide a very lengthy, in-depth overview here of Bryan Adams, Keith Scott's Black Demon. All right, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.